everyone. Hello and welcome to Edge of Legend here on Nat 20 Productions Official on Twitch. Thank you all for showing up for Season 2, Episode 45. It's going to be, I think, a big one. We had a little pre-roll before we got into it. You might have seen Sidney roll. She got a critical 20, so hopefully that will be the spirit of the episode. That being said, let's meet the heroes of tomorrow today, starting with, well, why not? Starting off with Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Man, I feel like now that we said that that's going to set the tone for the episode, we totally jinxed it, so I'm going to knock on wood really fast. Hi! My name is Sidney, and I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Next up, we have Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
I also just rolled a nat 20, so hopefully we aren't using up all of our good luck. But, hi guys, I'm Wes. I play Dragon Targear. We're both he, him, and I need more spells.
Randy, you shut the fuck up. Randy, are you kidding me?
Are you serious?
What, did you also roll a nat 20?
I just did it.
My
I was trying to be
God.
funny. I was trying to be funny, and I think you're right. We're wasting them.
Okay, well, Randy, I guess you're
But,
next
like,
then.
I'm not joining in on this.
No, but like, PJ,
Yes.
it's like,
Yes.
if like we all roll nat 20s before the show even starts, like, could there be a fun thing that comes from it?
Maybe.
Ice cream date! We all have an ice cream date.
Decompress after the fact that Lothier has been traumatized forever? Cool.
Join the club.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
true,
like,
that's fair. It's par for course now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll introduce myself first before we get too gone. Hi, I'm Randy Alvarenga, and I play Lothier Vanlinson, our human druid, and our pronouns are he, him.
Yeah. Well, next and never least, let's talk to Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. I play Shionibus, the Elven Ranger. We both go by she, her.
Excellent. Well, my name is PJ. I am the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions Official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him, and I only rolled a 6. Well, that being said, let's do a quick recap and then get into it. And I don't know, 3 nat 20s off the front. Maybe that made me feel good about something. I'll do something for that. Who knows? So if you didn't get to watch last week's episode 44, it was a big one. They're in the sunken castle of Korokos. If you remember season 1, and if you don't, please go check our youtube.com/nat20prods channel. You can also see the amazing recap done by Wes. And you can also see season 1 and the end of it, where the big bad, a guy named General Korokos, who was an orc, that's my brain screwed up there, was in a flying castle on the back of a dead fossilized dragon. It was super metal, and they went in there and they had this big final fight all throughout the castle, and then the whole thing crashed and sunk off the southeast coast of Adolfon's continent. And this is where they're in, this massive castle and the dead dragon that's sunk in the middle of the ocean. However, of course, everything is upside down and underwater. So Lothier's coming in with the big W and casting water breathing on everybody so they can get through. In the process, they get into a fight with a thing called an orm, a big water dragon / snake, and the fight goes off, and Wes starts that fight with only 8 HP as he gets a crit immediately and loses 90 hit points. An amazing fight. We have Ichi, wrestling with this massive water snake while Randy turns into a massive shark, and they get into a kick-ass kaiju fight underwater, and Alona gets the final kill with one of her amazing powerful divine spells. At this point, they decide to go into the final area and see the blade that they've come here to get, this powerful relic of an evil god, before someone else does something terrible with it. They solve the puzzle by putting all the fingers that they have acquired throughout the dungeon on the hand of Korokos, which then wakes him up, pulls the blade out, and they get into a boss fight with this undead version of the boss from season 1, as well as an undead dragon mount. It was bonkers. the fight was insane. Crit highs and crit fails all over the place. But eventually, well, you'll see. And a little bit of a temptation from the bad guy, which was masterfully done, Randy. That was a really awesome scene. And now, with the blade in their possession, let's start episode 45. As this murky blue-green water kind of fills, or is still filling, the ribcage of this dead dragon and this castle, you are underwater on the coast. The blade has been secured. What are you going to do?
Swim to the surface.
Getting the fuck out of here. Gone. Go.
Yeah.
Goodbye. No more.
Peace out.
Goodbye. Goodbye. We're
Deuces.
getting out of this water.
Peace out,
Okay.
alligator.
I look over at Dragon and I go, are Geonibus and Alona just saying goodbye like a lot to this castle? Like it's a ton.
Yeah,
That was
no. I think are they?
I
Talking
agree,
just,
but like,
is there something still alive down here? I'm pretty sure everything's dead. Like
yeah,
twice
yeah,
now.
I think it's, and then he thinks about what he just went through and then he shuts up.
Yeah, I was like,
And then he
are
goes.
you all right? You were like in a trance there for a moment after you touched that.
Don't
sword.
want to talk about it. I'm all right.
Yeah, that's fair. Food, drink.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's follow them. And Dragon's gonna start swimming too.
Okay, so you're going to be coming out from the exposed ribs of the dead dragon, just going straight up, and then swim to the coast from the sea. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're leaving. We're leaving. We're getting out of here. We're going home. We don't have a home, but we're going somewhere that's not here.
I mean, Dragon wants to get out of the water because he feels soggy and wants to go like toward the way that they came in because that's clearly closer than swimming all the way to the beach. So
Can I?
But
Can
don't we
I
have
do?
that super tall drop
What's that?
that we'd figure out? Don't we have that super tall drop that we have to get past that we jumped into?
Yeah, but that part of the castle is like underwater. So like if we swim up, we'll be near where we walked into the castle from, I would assume.
So-
Dragon's going for wherever he can stand up and not be in the water anymore, and whatever that is closest to, that's where he's going.
Can I cast Gale Blast on Dragon to dry him?
When you get out of the water, absolutely. Before you do that, though, give me a quick perception check, everybody.
I'm so good at these.
I've only gotten better, to be honest with you. With these
27?
level up. 27. That's still really good.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 on the dice.
25.
25. Randy, what was yours?
Did you roll a nat 1?
Oh, it was a 1.
No!
Oh.
Hey, look, narratively it makes sense. Very distracted from sword things.
That's fair.
Oh.
Very, very true. Kylie, what was yours?
24.
24. Okay.
Dragon
So,
had the highest perception. It's the first time.
Yeah. And you rolled a 12, too. That's the craziest part. So as you start to just rise straight up, you're coming out of the ribs and going directly, 12 high. As you're all doing that, Dragon, you're kind of moving up, and you see a body that's maybe about 50 feet away from the rib cage, about 100 feet away from you transversely, diagonally, and kind of with its legs slowly kicking and one arm treading water while a nub covered in a rag just treads water. This form with one arm slowly just kind of cocks its head up and watches you all leave.
So, upon seeing that, you just see Dragon's eyes. Like, anyone who's looking, you just see Dragon stop and stare directly in that direction. And just, he's gonna pull out his gunblade and fire. No hesitation at all, just... There's no other person that this could possibly be in Dragon's mind.
Okay. So you're firing a weapon underwater. That means your range increment is going to be halved.
You said
What
he
is
was
the
50
range?
feet away, so it's 150 range. So 75 feet is my range.
75 feet. Okay, he's 100 feet diagonally.
He's
50
100
from
feet
there.
diagonally. I thought you said he was 50 feet from me.
50 feet from the rib cage. You have been going up for a little bit before, by the time you see him, so it's 100 diagonally.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Then I'm casting Sudden Bolt at Heighten too.
Are you just casting that spell at him?
Yes, absolutely. Like you're just gonna see Dragon stop moving and immediately cast a spell.
Lothier, who has no idea what's going on, like literally pressing himself out of the water. He's like super excited, and then he like looks back and he's like, "Oh!"
It's
You like.
it's a reflex save.
Okay. Getting his stats right now.
But yeah, he sees a one-armed person swimming underneath the water, like near where the sword is. No one else would have been around there doing that, so he's just like, nope. Mm-mm.
All right.
This
What's your
guy,
DC?
My spell DC is 28.
All right. So he rolled a total of 40.
Okay, so I don't hit him.
Yeah, you see as you call down the sudden bolt of lightning, you see this body with one arm just kind of stop, look up, and just kind of move out of the way of the lightning bolt. And as the lightning just courses through the dark, murky water, you can see without a shadow of a doubt copper scales moving across a body and a slight green shimmer moving with them. Now, you can tell he's making eye contact with you, and you can also tell he is not moving a single inch from his 100-foot distance.
Is everybody else still swimming up? Would anyone have noticed me cast a lightning bolt under the water?
Yes.
I'm going to say
I would
yes.
assume so.
Also, water conducts electricity. Pokemon taught me that.
Yes.
If any of us are in the water, it's probably not a safe place to be.
It was directional.
It's lightning in water. But, you know.
And it's calling it down on him. So like it's in his area.
It's lightning.
Still.
So I guess the question is,
Gave him a
do
little
we
tingle.
all get electrocuted?
I'm going to say no for just
Okay.
the sake of ease and everything else. You are going to be aware of the ion's presence in the water. Some of your hair is going to start standing up on end, but you will not be damaged at all.
How do we tell this man, I am too tired for your bullshit. Come back later. How do we tell him that while getting the point across? I feel like Dragon did a pretty good job already, but I just want to hammer it home.
Very good question. Does anyone have the skill feat Intimidating Glare?
I almost took it today! Damn, you do, Kylie? Oh my god!
Of course.
have it.
Claire?
Of course Kylie does.
Yeah. I took it at level 8. I was like, this seems like a
Nice.
thing I'd take.
It does. It does.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Cool. Yeet. Not the best thing I've ever done. But still pretty high for rolling super low. That's a 31.
What the? What?
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a
What?
5 and got a 31.
Wait.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a 26 on Intimidate?
With intimidating glare.
Oh,
With
okay.
intimidating there. Yeah.
That's insane.
That is nuts.
Well, the good thing is the 31 works, and as you give him that look, he gets the idea that you're tired, you're wet, you're exhausted, and you are just not having it. And as he sees that look, he just kind of returns a look to you, Shionabus, and kind of like a knowing nod, like, and you see the copper-scaled wormkin start to glow and then blast off in the water away from you.
Team Rocket blasting off again! Just by a
Good.
glare this time,
Good.
though. Not even any
Good.
fancy Pokemon. Just one lightning strike and a glare, and poof!
It's just me in the morning before I've had coffee.
Accurate.
I want to pick up a rock and then cast Enlarge on myself and then use Telekinetic Projectile to launch the giant rock at him.
So you are still ascending to the surface?
Yeah, Dragon's gonna, after seeing him like launch off, he's like, oh, in our state there's no catching him, so to the surface, where he's immediately gonna yell that Arbod was there.
All right, so yeah, you crest to the surface, oxygen filling your lungs probably for the first time in about an hour plus. And after maybe 20 minutes of kicking water, you get to dry land. And here you now are on the southeast, if not east coast of Adelphon continent.
How are Alona and Shionibus looking?
Not good.
Really bad.
Oh,
Looking a little rough.
We're
all
gonna,
right.
Cool.
we're gonna, are you? Would you want to heal us, Randy? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Can you? Because we haven't rested since.
I can do one treat, like administer first aid to one of you probably.
Do it to Alona. Do it to Alona.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it to you.
Okay. That is an 11 plus my medicine, 28.
28. Okay, what training of medicine are you?
I am trained.
Trained. Perfect. That should be enough to be successful, which means you will be healing 2d8.
Yay. It's a baby first aid, but there you go.
It's a band-aid, and the band-aid goes, like a little kiss.
Yeah. 2d8, that gives you all of 6 points back.
Worth it.
We need to get you the healing mud spell.
I have it when I prepare it, but I have prepared things very specifically for this mission so we can breathe underwater.
That's fair. Very fair.
I don't remember where that one is, but I took Pass Without a Trace, Heal at a higher level, and something else, and that moved all my spells around. So I cannot wait to rest today.
I guess I said it wrong, but I was meaning like a mud bath, like a healing mud bath.
There's an actual spell that's like
No
healing
way.
mud. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wait,
Perfect.
actually, saying that, PJ, I'm pretty sure my wand has that. You gave me that spell on my wand.
Oh,
On
on your staff?
Yeah. I'm going to find it. You guys talk amongst yourself while I look it up. But I'm pretty sure that I've seen it and I thought I had it, but let me make sure.
Yeah. Well, with that little bit of healing that Lothier did bestow upon Alona, she's just gonna check in on everybody. Shionibus, hey. You were dead.
Yeah. Not the
Yeah.
first time, won't be the last. It's fine.
Yeah, can you guys just not die though? That would be great.
We were trying to.
I know.
Yeah, like I have
know.
control over that. Not.
No, I
kind of do.
I
but,
haven't
like,
been
not
great
really.
about it either. We'll
Yeah.
be fair. Just you guys are my friends, and realistically, I'll die without you too. So just be careful.
Dragon.
Look, I got swallowed by an underwater dragon, and then we fought a skeleton dragon, and the guy that really didn't like you, Gianibus, or you, Alona, and it's been a day. Also, I saw Arbod. He was just sitting there watching us.
Is that how you glared at Shionibus?
I mean, yeah. Did I see him? I saw him, right? I didn't just like glare into a direction and be like, "You little piece of shit," right?
No, you definitely have to make, I don't want to say eye contact, but you have to look at someone to do intimidating glare. So you absolutely did see him.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, I definitely saw him, but I just like said "fuck off," basically.
Nice.
And his
I was
Randy,
tired.
you look like you were successful.
I was. Apparently, I have healing plaster on my wand as a cantrip.
what?
Holy
That's
crap.
awesome.
I feel like I've been playing Lothier wrong.
Listen,
Yeah.
we did.
Oh, yeah. So what it does is it allows me to take mud or dirt, make it like healing, and then plaster it on someone. But we're literally in water, so shouldn't be that hard to do.
Look, Dragon's gonna argue with you and say that you're definitely playing Lothier right because you turned into a giant shark and had a kaiju battle.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Pretty cool.
So PJ, that would actually, it doesn't do much more than make my medicine check better. It would have given me a 29
Okay.
on healing. I don't know if that's gonna change anything.
Sorry. No, the way the battle medicine or the treating a wound skill works for checks is that you are limited to your proficiency in medicine to determine how effective you are at healing them. However, there is a skill feat. I forgot what it's called. I think it's either in medicine or in nature. I think it's called like natural medicine or something like that. Mm-hmm. And what that effectively means is that you can make medicine checks instead of, you can make nature checks instead of medicine checks to treat a wound. And you treat the proficiency of nature as if you were proficient in medicine.
Guess who has that?
You have natural medicine?
Yeah, I do.
This is.
I took it at level 6.
Okay. All right. That being understood, the master DC is 30. If you can hit a 30, that 2d8 then becomes a 2d8 plus 30 healing.
What?
Holy crap!
I'm gonna roll because I don't remember what I rolled then, but my nature is 21 right now.
You just need to get a 9 up, and you're gonna just. I'm gonna let you just give.
I got a 12. So
I will allow retroactively everyone that you healed to get a bonus 30 to their healing.
Dope.
Yeah, that's great.
Great.
Would Kylie like me to try to heal them too?
I'm just imagining though, like you know how like the priests like throw water on people, but Lothier's just doing that instead of mud, just like
it's mud. Yeah.
The power of nature compels you.
But it's definitely like sparkly mud. It's
sparkly.
Yeah, because it's been purified by the staff.
Oh,
like I literally
cool.
have to touch the staff on the mud to get it to work. That was a literal 9, Kylie. So it works, but barely. But that's gonna be a 38 healing for you.
Sick. I was sitting at 26.
I am never not doing nature medicine again.
It's good to have 2 healers. It's good. That means.
I mean, I took it for that reason. Like I was like, oh, I'll be the bench healer. Like like if anything goes bad. But like, I'm better at it than I thought.
It's also great. That means Alona doesn't have to every turn heal people. She can hit people.
I mean, hopefully I'm not a shark like I was this last fight, because that's why I didn't heal people.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of interesting to see a shark. That's actually adorable, though.
A huge-sized shark just
people, just tiny fins. It's really cute. I like it.
All right, so with the healing, I'm assuming you are all on the coast now, out of the water on dry land. I'm going to say, in maybe like an hour's time, you'll be joined by the NPCs. The question is, what do you do from here? Do you want to make up camp now on the beach? Do you want to go a little bit in more? Do you want to discuss your options? What do the heroes of tomorrow want to do right now?
I look over at the group and I go, all right, so we got the sword. What else do we need to do? something about tempering. And then I think to Tobias, and I'm like, don't we got to do something with that? There's like a
Oh.
whole little.
Yeah, you're right. Tobias has to temper his soul, or right?
Yeah,
That's
that sounds right.
Wait, also, question. What are we doing with the sword? Are we like keeping on, or like holding onto it, or is it something we should just try and destroy?
I vote we hold on to it.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, like, is it useful to us, or is it only useful to the bad guys?
I feel like it could be useful to us.
Okay.
I would say if there's any way for us not to use it, we should stay away from that sword.
Everything all right? Oh, sorry. You said you didn't want to talk about it.
Whatever it is evil, and has threatened me. It's threatened your other friend. I heard Woodward, I think is his name.
Yeah,
It threatened him too, and it's just gonna. Whoever touches that sword is gonna be tempted with whatever they want most, and it's really hard not to say yes.
Well, maybe we can cleanse it like we did with my demon sword. Maybe we just have to fight another demon. That went well.
This felt like more than just a demon.
Eyes Alona. Like,
I agree with Lothier that it's definitely more than just fighting a demon, which is no small feat in and of itself, obviously, but I want to hang on to it. Maybe it could be smelted down. I don't know. I don't know if maybe using something besides your bare hands grasping it would change it. I don't know, but
Wait, what about
Arbod's
What's his-
arm.
yeah,
We
the
can
same
wear it
place-
like a glove.
No,
And you-
that's not
No?
what I'm thinking.
Oh,
no.
alright.
I was thinking though the
Thinking
the
outside the
same
box,
guy
okay?
who knew what's his name? The guy who knows everything. With the house that moves around.
Yeah.
Isuwa?
Isuo. Yeah.
What if Isuo knows something about this thing? Like how to keep it safe, or like Isuo knows everything.
They do. They do know everything. However, in order to get it back out of my bag,
Oh.
somebody has to touch it. I would rather we ask for sure, absolutely. But I don't want to bring it out again until we know exactly what we're dealing with. And I don't want to bring it out in their home with their young daughter.
Oh, the experimenter. That is not a good idea.
I still want to teach her fireball.
I don't think her parent would like that.
You never know.
All right. So what's the play? What's next?
Well, I think first off is now we really have to focus on what we can do for Tobias. Tempering of the soul, all of the father things. But Tobias, you have to be ready. Are you?
Buzz has that kind of nod as he thinks about it, looks out to the open sea and comes back to you and goes, whatever it is that we have to do, either we do it now or we do it later. But if we never do it, then I'm screwed all the same. Whether I'm ready for it or not appears I don't have the option. So by your leave and by your charge, I guess we're going to do whatever the hells we're going to do.
Tobias, I mean, before we go along this, path that leads to like tempering your soul and all that sort of stuff. Do you want to go talk to your girlfriend at all? I mean, you might want to like say some words, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen on this adventure. Just laughing.
Yeah, I really think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Work things out.
Same page.
No, I'm good. No. I think I said enough words, and she said none. And I know there's circumstances for that, but we don't need to go there again. We don't have to do that. No.
No, I think that she could have some really useful information, don't you, Chio? No, don't you think so?
I think so. Yeah, and I believe that you were the one who didn't say any words.
Yeah, that's
Instead.
Yeah. Mhm.
So
Hey, don't
It
we
actually-
have?
It sounded more like a misunderstanding on everyone's part, but
Mhm.
I'm just gonna. And then he sort of backs up. I'm just gonna be quiet back here.
Tobias, in a bit of a panic, says, "Hey, don't we also have something with the world of the dead, and also some things that would help us with the conquering of this entire problem? We don't have to do my thing now.
Yes.
We could do your thing with the feather and the dead world, and where
Well,
the
If we go into the realm of the dead, that's literally where this guy's is trapped inside the soul well. You need to be tempered before then.
That's right. And what better way to temper your soul than to make up with your ex?
I mean, it does relieve some of the stress you've been carrying around. I can see it on you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're getting wrinkles from it.
Not wrinkles on Tobias.
Oh.
I know.
Ilona's gonna lean into Shionibus. I'm surprised you're encouraging him to go talk to Hera, after you revealed your big crush to Ichi. I'm surprised.
Elona.
Just slow look to Chio.
Wait, can I roll a perception on that whisper? Because I want to know if I heard it.
I need to know that as well.
There's my fan.
Oh, that's a nat 20! Oh my god, yes, I hear! Yes! Wait, you rolled it too? No freaking way! I'm the
That's
dumbest!
22 perceived
I'm
gossip!
the dumbest!
Yeah,
thing!
you perceive gossip. You're getting all the tea, the shade, even like all of it. You're getting it, my guy.
So I would like to think that, like, Dragon's just gonna go Lothier. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Jarvis has a thing for Tobias?
I would never have
I
known.
would never have guessed that.
Oh my gosh.
Why,
Wow.
Why is she encouraging the makeup with the X then?
Well, sometimes when you really like something, you gotta let it go. But I mean, I don't think that's what's happening here. I don't know. That's strange. I'm gonna walk over to Chionibus and go, "Why are you doing this if you like Tobias?" And I say it really loud.
Dragon is like smiling through this whole thing while also thinking of scenarios to try and help, like he did with Alona.
I'm sorry, just the look on Kylie's face is gold.
Oh.
You know what's funny is that you all were there when Alona said it the first time.
It's funnier now.
And forgot.
It's funnier.
I don't have a thing for Tobias. Okay. First of all, Alona just likes to spread gossip, but why don't we just talk about Alona and Morel and how they slept together in their tent for the first time the other day?
Look,
It was very warm. We cuddled and spooned, and it was very, very nice. I rather liked it myself.
I mean, Chionibus, if we're talking about Alona and Morel, you know the most they did with Spoon. Let's just be honest.
really, we're not that impressed. But we know.
It's a small feat,
Like,
but a feat nonetheless.
yeah, for sure. But like, there's baby steps, and then there's Alona and Morel steps. Like, it's on a whole other level.
Yeah. That's true. We
So-
can just move them along.
I'm right here.
I mean, yes, we do know that you're there, and we're glad that you're there. So thank you.
And
Drakehouse is gonna put his hand on her shoulder. Are we saying anything that is not true?
I'm just surprised you fell for Shionabis's tactic of shifting the focus so easily.
Oh, no.
What do you? Oh,
I'm
I
already
have not
formulating
forgot.
plans right now.
I'm all, and
Oh
I
my
look over at
God.
Tobias over there, and I'm going. I mean, just if you like Tobias, why don't you just say so?
I don't like Tobias. Are you kidding me?
I want to do an insight check. Can we do a opposed roll, please?
That's between you and Kylie. Kylie, do you
Do it.
consent? Okay, so you just got to do a perception check versus her will DC.
All right. All right, that's an 11. Where's my perception? I have a really high perception. That's a 31.
That's a meets it beats it, bro.
Bro. Yes.
Got a 21 will save. That is so dope.
That was a 31.
Yeah, the DC is the
Oh, right,
bonus
right.
plus
The
10, and
plus
you
10. Got it.
you hit it. Like, that's insane. Anyway, yes. So Shonibus, please tell him what he's able to decipher.
You can tell that she cares about him a lot, but you can't tell
Okay.
whether, like, how far those
Right,
feelings
how far those feelings go.
Okay.
Got
Yeah.
it. And then I'm about to say something else, and I'm like, all right.
Why are you
Okay.
looking at me like that?
No, nothing. We just all care about Tobias in different ways, I guess.
Wait,
is the
hold
best-
on.
What?
First of all, we've talked about, like, all of our love lives. What about you? Yeah, I feel like you're always the one that's, like, doesn't talk about who they were before you joined us, you know?
Oh, this would probably be a good time to say, I really don't have that kind of feeling towards anybody.
Okay, that's cool.
I just never have. It's always been the way I've been.
That's really cool, Lothier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can appreciate beauty just like anybody else, but when it comes to that, I don't know. It's just not something that's been on my mind. But I'll let you know if I think someone's really cool and someone I want to spend more time with. But it would probably just be like more on a different kind of level, I think.
You see Dragon just nod, and anyone who's listening, he's going to start walking away, and he's going to mumble, "Smartest one in the group."
Hey, yo.
You're right.
You're right.
Bigger fish to fry right now.
That's fair. That is fair.
Oh my god.
But I
yeah.
just want to clarify. I don't know if there's a role that I can make, PJ, but I want to clarify that we're not derailing the plot. That
So
That-
we're always derailing the plot.
I know. But at some point, we gotta deal with it head on. Just want to double check that our instincts are correct, that before we have to go handle what's happening at the Soul Well with Koromat, that we have to also deal with what Tobias has to prepare for. Is there a roll I have to make for that?
Religion check.
Religion check. Cool.
He's just
Amaze
about to be like,
balls.
actually, no, it doesn't matter.
I mean, that could be very well.
I mean,
the
it could.
answer. It really could. Oh wow. Hey, I guess my religion modifier is a 21. So it's a 34.
34. Okay. So I will tell you right now, and you would know this just by checking the math and looking over everything you've been studying about Cormount, the Soul Well, the whole shebang. You know that the order in which you try to save the world is irrelevant. You just need the two things done. Likely, if you were to find the anchor, the soul anchor in the Soul Well of Coromant, if you destroy that, that will prevent him from coming back. But he will not die immediately from that. He will be basically released without potential for self-resurrection. And if you
So-
get Tobias ready, that's another thing entirely.
So what you're saying is, if we destroy Koromat's Horcrux, or his soul tether, if we destroy his soul tether, we get rid of him as a problem, but we still have to deal with Tobias and his stuff. Or no? Or does that
no.
completely negate
No.
everything?
No, let me give you a bit more clarification. So if you want to use the term, the phylactery of
Yes.
Koramat lives in the soul well. If you destroy the phylactery, you destroy the anchor, not his soul, not his divine soul. If you destroy the phylactery, his divine soul will be released, meaning at that point, if you can kill him again, he stays dead forever.
Got
so,
But in that meantime, he could potentially come.
And wipe the world out.
Yeah.
there's a lot of things going on there. You could destroy the phylactery now, temper Tobias, and then have your last stand. You could just get everything done with Tobias, go to the world of the dead, do the phylactery, and then figure out wherever the hell his soul is going, track him down and kill him then. At this point, you know you have two major things to accomplish. How and in what order and the story you tell from that is entirely up to you.
Well, personally, I'm tired, so let's deal with Tobias's mental problems and no more combat.
Yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
I am exhausted and I have a headache from casting so many spells. So
Ilona looks in her bag of holding at the
Carefully.
door.
at
Looks
what?
back at the door.
The door? Do you
The
want to use the
door.
door on Tobias?
I'm thinking about it, but I want to see if he can do it by himself first.
Okay.
Do
Why-
we need therapy?
Why was Chiyoda a bit slightly excited about the?
Oh no, Kylie's excited.
No,
I
Kylie's
love
excited.
when you use the door.
Oh,
That's
the
my
door is
favorite
fun.
thing.
The door is fun.
I do too. We can solve all of our problems by addressing people's trauma. It's almost like therapy works. Amazing.
I mean, you can still go into his brain and do the therapy. That doesn't mean you've prepared him.
Right, he
You-
still
you
needs to
tempered
be
him.
tempered. It's
Yeah.
like a entire ceremony thing, right?
Yeah, but I feel like if he went through therapy first and then he was tempered, then I feel like it might be an easier process because he's got to, reconcile with his dad and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You know? That makes sense?
That actually raises a very good question. Do you know where his dad is?
Oh, shit. No.
Oh.
We have to track
Is
down.
the man
No.
under the water?
I
What?
swear.
I thought
If he's the man under the water,
the man under the water. That's what I thought.
I don't think so. But
the one that Lothier saw that's trapped in like this weird ice thing that may or may not be the
You think
son of
over in
that
Dragon's
Shannon's
Grave?
catched? In Dragon's Grave?
Is that
Okay.
not where his dad died on the beach? Like, just saying,
That's
it
what I
all
was
connects
thinking.
and makes
He was a
sense.
human, and he went off to war, and I was like,
You're right.
I had
You're
these
right.
thoughts so long
Wait.
ago.
whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
Wait, did
I'm
we
gonna sto-
Oh,
I'm
not
gonna stop
know that
you-
already?
I'm gonna stop y'all right here because I said let's go find this guy earlier before we left Dragon's Grave, and nobody was on that board.
I was on board with that.
We had
I
to
just
kill
can't
the
turn into a
demon,
shark.
And then we got distracted, so we can go back to Dragon's Grave.
Oh, it's the principle of the matter that when I said there's a guy down in the bottom of the water, everybody was like, "Oh, we got all this other important things. Let's go to."
Just because other things were more important at the time does not mean we did not hear you and understand and respect what you saw. Now we just have time to do it.
I mean, yeah, look, it was like between going and doing that and then stop the sleep demon from murdering lots of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Lothier, if you would like to be the one that goes down there first, we need another water breathing spell.
Yeah, you should cast one on Gianobus. Gianobus has dealt with something like this before, right?
Huh?
Or are we talking about half? Sorry, I was looking at my character sheet.
Oh no, the like whatever like ice, the magical ice stuff that you touched that was bad.
Oh,
The rock? Yeah. Yeah.
The son of half. Yes.
Fuck that.
Well,
That's why you said it.
I mean, by the time we get there, we could just take a nice 8-hour rest.
what's entirely possible is that half totally saved Tobias's dad by entombing him and his son, so he didn't actually die when he was taken over by that tidal wave.
What? Do you think he's still alive?
Regardless, maybe, but we have to go to Dragon's Grave, and we should not tell Tobias.
Oh, I agree.
Shouldn't tell Tobias.
Should we tell him things anyway?
No. If we tell Tobias, he's not mentally ready for that. That door is going to be needed way more early than we think.
He's not going to want to go back to Dragon's Grave. We have to convince him to go back to Dragon's Grave through the guise of him making up with Hera. So let's go on that train.
Yeah.
Now, he's definitely not going to want to go back then. Like, tell him we have a buffet or something. Like, that'll get him to go. But telling him he's going to go make up with his ex-girlfriend, I think we'd have better chances telling him that his dad's going to be there.
Or what about
Go ahead.
telling him that the people of Dragon's Grave are celebrating him as a hero?
Why?
Because that's the kind of thing, but that's the kind of thing that Tobias is motivated by. Accolades and people loving him and adoring him, and
Lothir's
he's
definitely correct. If we feed his ego, he will go anywhere we want him to.
True.
So we could tell him that what continent is Dragon's Grave on?
Dragon's Grave is technically
Acadia? Is it
the
Acadia?
south on the south shelf of Acadia. It's like deep south on the coast.
We could say Miss Acadia is holding their competition in Dragon's Grave, and Tobias was chosen as one of the judges.
I mean, I can write up a whole fake letter, no problem.
I'm kind of on board for this.
So, can I just pose one small thing? That Tobias might notice at this point, is that Dragon's Grave is a hidden city, and they're holding a thing with the Miss Acadia, which would probably have a lot of people.
To be completely honest, if it's a hidden, they're opening their doors for the one time. Also, every other city in Acadia is also problematic, so
that's true.
there's no better place to hold it unless it was Acadia, like the city of Acadia itself. But
Which is kind of boring if you're doing an entire like Acadia competition.
Yeah. Well, I think they stopped having the Miss Acadia pageant because of the conflict between Orr and Acadia was so bad at one point, and Acadia was like, we're holding it in our city, and Orr's like, we don't feel comfortable coming to your city because you want to kill us. And Acadia's like, no, it's a problem, not a problem. And Orr's like, no. And it was a whole thing. So like it's plausible.
Did you read that in a book?
Sorry, PJ.
Look,
That's lore you're writing. my co-writer and co-creator, everyone. Shelby built half the Pantheon, like half the world. This is her lore. She's writing it.
my God.
All right.
Look,
Well,
if we just tell him there's food and drinks there,
And booze.
yeah, then
Pretty women.
then he'll go.
pretty women. I think that's really what's going to make that
Yeah.
decision.
Wait,
Pretty
but if we
women
send a
make Hera
message to
jealous?
Isawell, we can actually stage a fake pageant, and then Hera can be in the pageant.
Oh no. I feel like
Ilona? Wait,
I
no.
love it, but we're kind of on a time crunch here.
We'll message Isawell.
That takes a lot of time, though.
I think you underestimate the quality of our friends.
I mean, we traveled to this side of the world pretty fast.
Yes. And Shionovis, you can be in it too. I don't know.
I'm good.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
I think you know your friend better than that.
Just,
I
Yeah.
think Dragon should be the announcer, though.
Oh! Yeah!
Look, I know I'm normally the like screw around guy a little bit, but we did just see Arbad here,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I still very much want to kill him.
And we will get to killing him when the time comes. Are you really going to lose your fun club membership card?
I believe it's Fun Brigade.
It's the
Fun
yeah.
Brigade!
Look,
This is a fun adventure between friends.
You just see Dragon just like.
And I do think it'd be nice to have a little bit of a break. We
That's
have
fair.
been going nonstop for a while.
That's true, and if we go back to Dragon's Grave, I can always fight in the arena to relieve stress.
And alcohol. You
We
like
could tag
alcohol?
team it. Yeah, we could tag team in the arena.
Are we making up an entire pageant?
Yes.
God, I hope not. Oh God.
We're digging up a sunken body, fighting in the arena, and holding a beauty pageant.
All right.
Saviors of the world, everyone, let's go.
All right, really fast. I need one of you all to write a diplomacy, to roll a diplomacy check to get Isuo on board for this and try to figure out how the hell this pageant's going to work. And then I need a deception check for you to trick Tobias into it. I'll be right back.
All right.
Amazing.
Who has
Yeah.
high diplomacy?
I have a 6. I just rolled a freaking nat 20.
I hope that's on which one?
No.
On which one?
So I rolled 2 of them. I was like, what dice am I going to roll? And I rolled both of them, and one of them was a 5, and the other was a nat freaking 20.
That's pretty good.
But it was on diplomacy, and I have a plus 16 to diplomacy, so.
All right.
I
Or do you have deception?
rolled a 2 and a 5, so Dragon's not convincing or deceiving anyone.
I got a 27 on deception,
Dang.
but I mean that's me rolling high on that.
I have 16s for both of them, so. But I have a feat. Hold on. Is that the one I was like, I don't need this? I really hope it wasn't.
But, I mean, alright. He's gonna, like, crowd Lothier together while, like, Alona is off, like, imagining the beauty pageant. Look, I know I'm, like, trying to, like, corral us to do stuff, but I think Alona really needs this.
Oh, that's exactly why I was doing this.
Yeah. So, you're right. I was getting too into the things. Sorry, was just thinking about,
I grab you around the shoulder and I go, Alona's not the only one who needs this. I do too.
You alright?
I just want to laugh and forget some of this stuff. Just for a little while. All right?
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
I guess we're lying to Tobias. And then he starts laughing and rubbing his hands together.
All right, what am I returning to? Let's
All
see.
right.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Is this where you thought this episode was gonna go, PJ?
I did not expect a pageant, a beauty pageant, and
Yep.
But that's why it's such a fun collaborative game, because you never know what you're gonna get. All right, so let me hear those diplomacy checks. What do we get for diplomacy check to convince Isuo and get the world on board for a beauty pageant?
So, team, let me know if you want me to take the head of diplomacy, because I have a plus 16, but I also have a feat that if that's not high enough, I get to talk my way through it for a full minute. And then get a chance to roll again. Yeah.
What feat is that?
It's called Glad Hand.
Oh.
Wow.
So, if you don't roll high enough the first time, you get to talk your way through it, and then you get to roll again to see if you did better.
Wow.
And I was like, I need that with the way my rolls are.
Oh my god, I love that. I mean, sure. I mean, is it a combined thing, PJ, or is like?
No, I think it's one person, right?
Yeah, two separate checks. So one would be the diplomacy and one would be the deception for.
The question
two-
is, who else here has deception? I rolled a 27, but that's high for me.
Okay, is that for diplomacy, Lothier?
That would be deception if no one else wants to do that.
Okay.
My deception's a plus 14. What's yours?
11.
Huh.
Are you feeling dangerous?
Well, It was my idea, so I kind of feel responsible.
You should. You totally should. I'm about to, and then I go, nah, Alona, why don't you lead this one?
Oh my goodness.
Not a nat 20, but it's a 19 on the die face, so that's a 33.
30.
Yes.
Dang.
I just imagine that Alona is just very excited, and that overexuberance is just so believable to Tobias that he falls for it 100%.
All right, 1 second. Let me take a look here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna put a quick bookmark in this deception check, but I'm gonna need the diplomacy check for getting Isuo on board with the pageant and them using their
So
literal world resources for that.
it's a 24, but if that's not high enough, I am ready to give my little pep talk.
So you said it was a 24?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that's not high enough.
Cool. Ring, 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 ring.
Hi, this is Isuo. How's it going?
Okay. Hi, Isuo. It's Chio. I know you know why I'm calling already. But I really just want to talk about it because like Alona's really excited about this and I can feel her staring at the back of my head, Isuo.
Yeah, we all do. That's what we were gonna say.
So we're thinking Alona is thinking about doing this pageant in Dragon's Grave. And, you know, she's just super excited about it. And then all of a sudden, Lothier got on board with it. And then Dragon was the most excited about it all. He's just could not wait to be the announcer for it.
What?
And so, you know, we're really just trying to, you know, lift the spirits of Tobias. You know, he's been really down. And it's just, you know, it's just really hard. And so we were wondering if you would be willing to help with some resources, given that we don't have a permanent location and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, gonna be super fun. Dragon's gonna announce. Alona's gonna be in it. Lothier is gonna be a judge. And it's just gonna be a really great time. And I think this would just be really uplifting for the party, you know? Real morale boost.
They they chuckle a lot and they say, Lothier's gonna be the judge? Okay. All right. Did you say morale boost or morale boost?
I mean, for Alona, it's gonna be a morale boost.
I feel like
All
a
right.
morale boost has to be like him aiding a jump or something. Like he boosts somebody up with his shield.
Literally, like, I can't climb this wall. I got you, mate. Go ahead and give me another diplomacy check then.
Not the
My-
government name.
Hey, at least you didn't use my middle name.
I'm generous. What's up, guy?
Take it. I rolled a 29, but should I just hope for higher? And just use
With
a
a-
hero point?
That's a good question. I mean, if you get higher, there could be more variables to that success. You know what I mean? Who knows?
True. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna use a hero point. That was indeed higher. By like 1. Which makes it a 31.
All right. So Isuo, you know, kind of hears your pitch. And they say, you know, I think it's about time Dragon's Grave really stepped out of the shadows, and I think it's about time they did so in style. I'm going to reach out to some world connections. I think there's this wonderful musician in Shin who's traveling the world. She can do music or participate. There's a whole bunch of people that I think would be very fascinated by this. I can probably make it happen. But absolutely going to need you to come to Dragon's Grave so that we can set this up.
Perfect. We are already on our way. I very much appreciate this, Iswo. I owe you a big favor. Big favor.
Just save the world. That's the only thing I need you to do.
We're trying.
Can any of the
Alona, how are we
party
gonna get there?
hear what Isuo said? Or just what Shionobis said?
I think you're probably just hearing what Shionba said on this side of the long-distance scarab communication.
Okay. Got it.
Side note before I hang up this call. Do we have a ride there, guys?
Um,
I'm going to tell you right now, Isuo's, they do mention in the conversation they are expecting you to come by their house in any one of their chain locations across the world, and then they will get you to Dragon's Grave. No problem.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so we are in fact on our way. Oh my god.
It's gonna be
Where
real
in the world is Heroes of Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's gonna be real sad when PJ gets rid of this transportation loophole and burns Isuo's house down.
he already did in Acadia.
Oh, well then.
No burning down Isuo's houses.
You know?
They have a child and a family to keep. I'm not here for it.
Realistically, it's going to be the child that probably burns it down for real, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. She would just step outside, like throw
The
a couple
worst is
mock
that
like,
Isuo
multiple
knows
cocktails at it.
Isuo knows it's gonna happen.
They're just sitting there like, oh, if I stop her from doing it, she won't learn anything. But if I don't stop her from doing it, she blows up the house. Oh, I need to talk to my 3,000 ghost buddies and figure out what the proper methodology for this
3,000
is.
Ghost buddies.
All right. So is Chionobis off the scarab?
Mhm.
All right. I go. All right. So our fake pageant is ready to go, right? What did Isuo say?
That they're just going to rally up some stuff and they'll be expecting us soon.
What are they rallying? Like people like are going to
Like,
come?
Yeah, like a musician from Shin and like some other people and
Oh,
like,
this is like a real thing now.
decorations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay.
I thought we were doing a small little thing. Wait. Are people gonna know about Dragon's Grave after this?
Maybe.
That's,
Really put them on the map, you know?
Oh.
isn't that bad? Because that's where the world is, like, slated to
Not if we
end.
stop it.
I...
Hey. So now it's even more pressure on us. That is great.
Drinks? Drinks?
Oh, for sure. And like I don't even like the taste of alcohol, and I put my hand out ready for a drink.
Okay, well, let's be honest. Even people who like drinking don't like the taste of alcohol.
Depends on the alcohol.
I like milkshakes.
Yes, Biz.
It's just true.
Milkshakes are.
All right, so I guess we find a Isuo franchise nearby, and we go inside.
I think we have to travel to Agrippa upon Aubert. And then
Oh,
use
that
one
makes
and go
sense.
back
Yeah.
again. We're backtracking.
Yup. I'm gonna say just because it's been a long rest, not a long rest, a long walk, that you're basically getting what would be a night's rest. So that would be your HP in recovery is your level times your Constitution modifier per day of rest or per long night of rest. And of course, with that comes back all your spells.
Thank God.
Whoa.
Wait, one more time. Hold on, my brain just flatlined.
It's a-okay. So when you actually take a rest to recover HP, like a whole night's rest or a day of
Right.
low-key traveling, you recover your Constitution modifier times your level in HP. There are feats that enhance this. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but I know they exist. I think it's like fast recovery or something like that. So yeah, if you have like a con modifier of 5 and you're level 10, then just walking back gets you 50 HP.
That's pretty good.
That doesn't get me all the way up to full, but I have accepted it for what it is. It's really not that bad. So I'm essentially, you can count me as full, but like there's like a little scratch on his cheek.
Just rub some mud on it, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
Tape.
So, do you want a hand wave that we're back at Dragon's Grave now?
Yes, by the transitive property of walking to grip upon a bear, going to Isuo's house, they greet you, they let you all in, they get the right key, they open the right lock, they fling open the door, and you are no longer in a grip upon a bear, you are in the city streets of Dragon's Grave.
I will say that's how you know we're level 10. When you stop doing the like littler traveling and you're like more continent hopping. This is that part of Final Fantasy. I got it.
Where you have high wind and are traveling around the whole map. Yeah.
You've unlocked this city.
Yeah. All right. So we're here in Dragon's Grave, and we're putting together an entire pageant now. And did I hear that correct, Chio? I'm a judge?
Yeah.
I'm
Surprise.
I'm a judge.
I'm the organizer.
All right.
Rhaegon is the announcer, and Alona's in it.
Dragon's gonna stare daggers at Chianobus. Oh, no, you can't just be the organizer, right? You have to participate, too.
You should be
Right?
the casting agent.
Yeah, right? Well,
Casting agent. I love it. Yep.
Like getting all the talent, all the girls,
Yeah. Make sure everything's running smoothly. Yeah.
and then you also participate.
yeah,
Got it.
no.
No.
That's the best part. Yeah, it's like a surprise gift at the end.
I'm just saying, if we're pulling from people all over the world, who better to represent Nubia than its queen?
Right? See?
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
Exactly.
I'm not their queen. I'm queen adjacent currently.
Well, then that's
I'm sorry, you wanna
adjacent
call
to
it your
being the
aunt?
best.
Yes.
I
Let me
mean,
just call her up real quick.
no, I think we should set a hard rule that, got to participate in this, Geo, right?
Or your
And-
family.
Yeah, and I can introduce you as now the Avatar of Death.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty cool.
Can I call up Chio's aunt real fast?
On the
Friends,
scarab.
right?
Do you have a scarab? I don't know if they gave you that device.
They didn't give me a scarab. No.
Praise for communication.
Yeah, can I send a prayer to Afra and then Afra contacts their people and then
I'm gonna have my people contact your
Not
people.
you. It's not you 2 to 3 business days.
I mean, or I could thieve the scarab. I can't thieve. I'm not a thief.
I was gonna say, are you gonna?
Good luck.
Yeah.
If you were gonna steal from anybody here, I would say that Chio is probably the one person that will be very difficult to do.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, there's no freaking way. There's no way. Oh well.
You know who wouldn't expect it?
Tobias.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Hey Tobias, guess what Shionobis is doing?
Yeah.
Chiona,
She's participating in the
oh, have you not heard?
festival.
Have you not heard about
Oh,
this
you-
amazing festival?
Of course I've heard about it. That's why we're here for the festival. After all, Shionbus, I had no idea you were going to be participating as well.
Shut your mouth right now.
Just saying, a queen on stage is truly a natural thing. I would love to see this.
And you're a judge, Tobias.
Yeah,
I'm a judge. This day
you
gets
and me.
better and better.
we're working together. We were
Yeah.
drafted.
What's Morel doing?
Morel is
The stage.
The stage.
Just the stage.
I was gonna say
walking on
security,
Morel?
but
He's just holding the shield up.
there's like a halftime mud wrestling show.
Oh my god.
It is an
God.
Acadian beauty pageant.
It's
Why
very
not?
little wrestling, yeah. Well, I mean that depends. What do you want him to do? Technically, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't. You can.
What does
you
he
can put
want
him
to
in-
do?
He.
Do we want to ask that question, Ilona?
What?
No, I'm just joking.
I mean, yeah. Well, what does he? What do you want to do, Morel? Everyone else has their jobs.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Morel just kind of laughs. Goes, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking. I just watch with the rest of the audience and crowd. Be moral support for Alona. I don't really have any grand designs on your little pageant, but if you need me in a leadership capacity with the stagehands or a judge, whatever, I can do that.
I assume one of the judges is also Isoo, so we have a very rounded panel if you join it.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind being on the panel. That'll be me, Isuo, Lothair, and Tobias. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make sense?
I mean, 2 of the votes are going to be very biased toward their romantic interests.
Also, what if we have a tie? If with 4 people, you run the risk of having 2 versus 2 on the. I think we need to
Then
have
you have
5
to
or
mud
3.
wrestle to break the tie!
Wait a minute.
I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Please don't do that.
I'm just going to throw this out there, though. We'll probably sell a lot more tickets if it's beauty pageant / mud wrestling contest.
Would the pageant, would the people in the pageant also have to mud wrestle?
I mean, that would probably be the perception.
Or we can tag someone in to do
As
the
our
wrestling.
champion to mud wrestle?
Yeah.
I call Morel.
Oh, you're gonna be participating? Let me just jot that down right here.
No.
Yeah, no, that was already a thing. Alona was already participating.
If I had an out, I would have an out. But if we choose champions to mud wrestle, then I'm gonna choose the former champion.
Oh,
obviously.
in that case, Chionobis, who's gonna be your champion?
I'm gonna say Dragon because I feel like he could also kick Morel's ass.
Thank you. And it's like, gonna go get to high five. Yep. Yeah.
But he's an announcer.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he can't.
Not anymore.
We have Hera be a judge. Oh no, we were gonna have her as a pet.
Harris in
pageant.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Harris absolutely in it.
Then we should have Isuo be the announcer and not a judge.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah, no, it might make sense to have Isuo be an announcer.
yeah. We should
I mean, because then that, like you said, it makes it not 3, not 4, and makes
Yeah.
it 3.
Oh,
But also, pulling his friends aside, I go, and also at some point, we need to get that guy out of the water. Just gonna throw that in here. Cool.
That
Right.
that is very true. Also, wouldn't Isuo as a judge not really make sense because he already knows the outcome?
Yeah, they would already know the outcome.
Like, no one would have to do anything. They would just be like, "You win,"
Oh,
and it's over.
Well, that's why he's not a judge.
That's what I'm saying. Announcer.
You could be the announcer then. All right, let me break this down because I feel like we're about to go very heavy into logistics, and I need to take notes so I can pull this out of my ass later. So Isuo is going to be the MC, host, announcer, etc.
You won't forget anyone's names.
That's true. If they do, I'm sure the Ori will remind them. So Isuo is going to be the MC. The judges are going to be Lothair, Dragon, Tobias, and Morel. Is that correct?
it's literally just all of our friends.
Yes. And in the event of a tie, it will be decided by a championship-based mud wrestling competition.
I want it to be a tie, but yes.
We need it to be a tie.
Okay. Okay. Judges are Lothier, Tobias, Dragon, and Morel.
Wait, Dragon can't be a judge. He's oil wrestling.
And so
But so
neither
is
can
Morel.
Morel.
So is Morel.
Oh wait, I was gonna take him off of the judging panel. Seems
So,
wildly unfair for everybody.
yeah, there's at least 3 biases on this judge table already.
I
So,
am the only one who is completely.
Well, you know what? How about this? If we're doing the mud wrestling thing, we should take our 2 friends out of the judging and we'll throw in some random. Oh my god, you know who we should have on the judging panel?
Who?
Old Man Tanine!
Not old man. Tani.
I'm
Tani
Iso's
can't-
daughter!
Time out. Tani can't even say people's names right half the time.
That's perfect.
Yes. Yes.
okay, I'm feeling the vibe as the last judge is going to be Old Man Tanine. Okay, I'm putting that in. I'm putting that
Lothier,
in.
Oh my God.
Tobias, Old Man Tanine. Yes!
Oh,
This is going to be great. The
my
only one
God.
thinking with their junk is going to be Tobias. Everyone's going to be like, I find that your poise and your dress and your confidence was amazing. This Tobias going, and your face is really hot. Like,
And Old Man Tanine like shooting this.
yeah. What's your name? Samantha? Cabbage. Listen, Cabbage.
Oh.
So, okay. The judges are Lothier, Tobias, Old Man Tanine. The MC/host/announcer is going to be Isawo. The pageant, I guess, is there. Do we still want to have the? I mean, there's 3 judges. There's no way it's going to be a tie.
Yeah.
So
Well-
that
Unless one abstains.
Yeah.
Points.
I don't know.
Point system.
Let's just have mud wrestling just be the halftime show anyway.
Yeah, mud wrestling
Okay.
halftime.
True.
mud wrestling halftime. Mud wrestling halftime. Oh man, mud wrestling halftime. This is how you know this
Like
is a
the
real
Super
table.
Bowl.
It's like we have a dire prophecy that an evil god will rise from the well of lost souls and drown the world in maligned tidal waves. Beauty pageant first, and then we do this.
Yeah.
So PJ, I'll tell you why that happened last episode. I don't know about everybody else, but there was some trauma in the last episode. We need some levity.
There was a lot going
Fair.
on that last episode.
It was great. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I need a Naruto filler.
That's you know what? Hey, super valid. Super valid. Okay, so now so when are you gonna go get the dead guy out of the water?
After the
I
pageant.
mean, yeah.
No.
After the
What if it is his father? At the end of the pageant would be a good time to reunite them. That's really dramatic.
And- Wait. And here's our winner. And out comes Tobias's dead father.
He's not dead.
How was that
He's
a
not
point?
dead. It's a surprise.
We don't think he's dead. He could still very much be dead.
He-
Okay. I mean,
I don't know.
We
I'm
can
just saying.
absolutely do that, but I feel like maybe not
It
in
is a lot.
public.
It is a lot. You're right.
But it would be a good idea to maybe do that while the preparations for the pageant are going, and
Agreed.
see if it
Agreed.
actually is his father. Because how awkward.
Because
would
it could be not, right?
Yeah.
It could
I mean-
just be.
Do you know what his father looks like?
I mean, I saw an engraving in a book, but I wasn't really looking at the guy under
That's
the
the-
water. I was more looking at the big swimming thing that was behind me.
Oh, I was saying, like, we go down there, we get the guy out, and we're like, "You're Tobias's dad," and he's like, "Maybe," and then we like present it. It's not him. I just think
That's
that
true.
would be awkward.
Yeah.
What if he
I
doesn't
mean,
have like any of his memories?
Sir. Just saying.
so
what
it
was it?
sounds like during the preparations, we're gonna go down and get this guy and bring him up. And then maybe after the festivities, we're going to secretly, alone, if it's his father, reunite them.
So, pageant. Hold on. Sorry, I was taking notes. So, pageant, then get the guy underwater, and then after pageant have to switch him. So guy underwater, then pageant.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And just so that I know from my notes, we will not be having Shionbis in the pageant. Or participating.
Absolutely, we're
No, we
having
are.
her
Yeah.
We
in
are.
the pageant.
However, I would like to say during the halftime show, I think Ichi, though she's not here, should participate in the mud wrestling competition.
I
agree.
agree.
Yes.
It's a 1v1v1.
Yes.
Okay. And also, I want to hear from Kai. I just want to check in with you. You are okay with Shionbis being the pageant,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
All right. I don't want you to like get talked over and be like, I guess I'm going through with this. No, I want to double check. Okay.
Yeah, as long as Kylie's okay with it.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna need 2 more NPCs from around the world.
I know one.
What was that?
She was a. What were the people who were flying the little
Night
ships?
Witches.
Night Witch, who
Oh, heck yeah.
went on a certain date with someone.
Oh, that's right. Bloodhound.
I mean,
Dragon.
Everyone had a little awkward. I think most people know what happened to that. Or did he not tell anybody?
No, he didn't.
Oh, boy. Oh, I was going to say, you bring Dragon's wife into this, and then there's going to be problems.
Oh no, that is too much. That is a line too far.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then anyone else?
Well, Hera.
Is there anyone from
Yeah,
a
Hera.
country that we haven't visited?
like Shin?
Is there an actual Missy
I have.
Well,
I
Shin
have
was
Shin.
coming, like a musician was coming from Shin.
Oh, the
Yes.
musician. What was the musician's name again?
Well, when we actually went to Shin for the case of the Imperial Tiger, you met a musician named Chu Fun.
Yeah.
And Chu Fun will be the one not only doing the musical stuff but participating as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And that is spelled Qiu. Hopefully, I'm spelling that right. And I believe Chu Fun is then Fen. Please correct me if anyone knows Chinese better than me. Please, I'm sure it's not hard to know Chinese better than how much I know it, which is not very much. Also, it's been a long time since I wrote their NPC stuff, and I haven't been able to find it. So, bleh.
That's okay. We don't have to. We don't have to go.
So let's see. 1, 2,
We can
3,
just say
4,
that.
5, 6. I have 6 participants. I'd like one more just for a nice round 7, so that there's, you know.
We have someone from a. Oh. Oh
What?
man.
Are you thinking of Morel's sister?
No.
No? Okay, because he was like from a kid. Ooh. So what are you thinking?
The Ice Queen.
I had thought about her too, but I thought as a judge.
I look at me and Wes are
But-
like,
What?
No, we
Ice
should
Queen?
actually do her because
haven't met
she
the
would
Ice
be
Queen.
able to identify if it's him or not.
Oh my God, you're right. She knows him.
Yeah, I hope
that
so.
is genius.
That is brilliant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Ice Queen. Bring her
Whoa,
back.
we just actually made this make sense.
Yeah, we did. No way.
Okay. I
Well,
will.
Tanine would know too. Tanine would know too.
Tanine
That's
would
true,
definitely
that's true.
recognize. I mean, Tanine basically sent this guy off on the mission some 30, 40 years ago. So yeah, he would absolutely recognize 30 years ago.
There was apparently a hot Asmocon champion lady. In those
Yeah.
words.
So here's the participants so far. Isma was able to get Chufun, Hera, so that's gonna be great. Alona, Shionibis, the Night Witch who goes by the call sign Bloodhound, who was the one that was hitting on our blue friend at the Pink Lace. The Ice Queen, the key senator of Adolfon Prime, Bowen Rionag, and last but not least, Slamantha. Slamantha.
I have no idea who Samantha is, but I'm excited to meet them.
Samantha gave me my boots.
Oh, the returning hit them in the head boot.
Oh no, not that one. I found that one fishing with
You have multiple boots. You just
I'm wearing my boots. She clicks her heels and then wheelies pop out of her boots.
Why have you never shown us those before? Those are awesome!
Because the last time I brought them out, I accidentally killed somebody.
Okay, but you've killed a
Are you
lot of
sure
people on purpose since then.
How much of that was an accident?
It was my first kill, okay? It was very traumatic.
Yeah, but, like, you're clearly over to the trauma.
Listen, we do a lot of hard things in war. And she just walks away. Wheelies away!
All I'm saying is you're like 2 people away from starting to tattoo teardrops on your face.
So on that note, this is we're gonna take a 10-minute break. When we come back, we're either gonna have a good look at the man dead in the river or the ocean, or we're gonna have a beauty pageant with with a rock star, a mercenary, a professional wrestler, 2 major characters, a pilot, and a senator. We'll be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second half of episode 45 of season 2. This is going to be interesting. If you are just joining us now, there's going to be a beauty pageant to save the world in Dragon's Grave, and so yeah, I guess I'm just going to give it back to my heroes. Whoa, what's happening?
Well, while prep is going on, at the very minimum, Lothier and Dragon are going to see who the man in the ice is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Alona and Shionimus are going to want to come too, but...
You know, if you guys are preparing for your debuts, understandable.
Yeah. If you're doing your hair and makeup, we understand if you don't want to come do the important save the world thing.
Fuck you.
Dragon's just smiling, like being very sarcastic. You're both pretty, you don't need it.
No, you've already dug a hole.
Listen, we're gonna come. We're gonna come help you.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. I know you were scared if you were gonna have us anyway, so we're gonna come.
I look at Dragon and I go, if they weren't here, we wouldn't be able to do this. I'm just going to be honest.
Oh no, I think that would have been a terrible plan.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So making sure you are going to go back to the same spot, Lothier, that you originally found the person. All right. That means you're going to be going all the way back to... So I can find my notes.
I need to cast water breathing on everybody. And the water, just to remind everyone, sucks to try to get into because it's like magic standy water.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the standing sea. Magical waters that are capable of walking on, whether it's because of some weird scientific chemical cohesion or just magical magic. Once you get to the standing sea, you see, as always, fishermen literally standing in the middle of the ocean, casting their lines down through it as hard as they can so they can try and get fish.
How far out does that go?
I'm going to say you see there's a kind of a safety line, like for your own safety, please do not cross, probably 3 football fields away. So like about 900 feet, give or take.
If you step beyond this point, you will drown.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like this is where it's kind of dicey as to whether or not you're going to be standing on water or just go right into it. So,
How did Lothier get through it the last time?
you tried really,
Yeah,
really
it was
hard.
hard. It was like a hard thing to do. I remember that.
Okay. If I shoot something at it, will it open? Can I punch it? Will it open?
Alona's new like persona of punching everything is my favorite.
It's non-lethal. Non-lethal punching.
Yeah, if you want to punch the water, go right ahead. Make a roll to hit.
I just think, what would Ichi do?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 31 hit.
31 to hit. Okay. That absolutely hits, and that absolutely crits. Okay. So you haul back and you punch your hand into the water, and it's like punching through molasses. It is difficult and wet but sticky, and thankfully there's not enough tension or packed water that you don't break any fingers or joints. You punch through it, and now it's like your arm is in a barrel of molasses.
Can I feel anything on the other side, or is it just in molasses?
Have you ever touched egg yolk before it's cooked? Or maybe even like the whites of the egg before it's cooked? It's both a liquid and kind of a goop at the same time.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
DJ, you really are a master of like analogies and like explaining things as other things, because that was gross.
Yep.
What happens if I shoot something out of my arm?
All right, well, if you just shoot a divine lance, yeah, you see the divine lance move normally as it would in air, and you can kind of see some light around it. It goes for how long? About 120 feet? 100 feet?
That's far.
Yeah.
Does it create an extra hole?
Oddly, no, but you can see it moving just through the water. And instead of like an immediate blast, it does seem to move a little slow, but you can see it.
I think I remember how I figured this out.
Mhm.
How are the fishermen getting their lines in and out of this?
So once they just haul it through the water, you kind of see some extra as it slowly starts to move through the water, and then it stops, and then they just reel it up as usual. It's a bit of a struggle, but they can get through it. They've been doing it for years.
All right. The first thing I'm going to do is cast water breathing on all of us.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we get down in this molasses water and we can't do anything, that would suck. That's the next 8 hours for all of us.
Hell yeah. So are we just supposed to headbutt the water? I feel like that's gonna hurt.
Oh, it's going to hurt.
What's up, Dragon?
Oh, I was just gonna say, why don't we just walk far out and then swim underneath it?
That's a lot of work. It's literally straight down. And then you got to go all the way over there.
It's just a suggestion.
I mean, we could literally just do that. We could do that.
Or, quick question. I have control water. And in a 50 feet long, 50 feet wide area, I am able to impose my will on the water.
That's cool.
That's
All right.
literally what it says.
Yeah.
Can I just allow us to sink into this molassesy water with that?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. Probably too much magic interference. That's 19. Oh, that's a 38. I have a
38.
21 nature.
Dang.
All right, yeah. As you are, if you were to cast it, you can definitely do it. In fact, as you're casting the spell, you can feel the water moving like a slurry, almost how like ice water is both water and chunky style. You're feeling it kind of chug a bit.
Okay. Yeah, this is a level 5 spell, you guys. But yeah, he sort of tells everybody to gather in close. And he focuses really hard and places his hands on the surface of the water. And as he does, you see as the water sort of slowly engulfs his hands, And for a minute, you're like, what is Lothair doing? But as he continues to mutter the incantations, you feel your feet sort of being pulled down, almost as if it's an elevator of water, just like lowering you down. And then, like, we're in.
That's exactly what I was imagining. And as you guys are going down, Dragon's just gonna go, "Hey, wait! Didn't you see like a creature down here or something?" And then,
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah, you are now, as the water literally moves around you, almost like muscles kind of moving you and pushing you through in this elevator-like fashion. Let's see, when 50 feet down. Everyone give me a perception check.
30.
Not as good.
30.
26.
26.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
Okay. Wow.
31.
Kylie, you said 21?
31.
31. Awesome.
38.
38.
Dang.
As you start kind of coming down to the point where like the light is just about to weaken, so it's like kind of like low light here, you see glowing beside you this massive huge crystalline object with this blue aura humming underwater. And inside, sure enough, encased in this crystal, you see a form laying down within.
That's. I mean,
Can
that's cool.
I see if it looks anything like Tobias?
Yeah, you're gonna be like kind of like walk over to it with the control water and
Well, swim, because like once I've control water, I think like once we get 50 feet in, it just like dissipates. And then like we're swimming through this molassesy water after that. So I swim over to it and try to like look at it, see if there's any kind of resemblance to it. I'm not touching it. I want to be clear there because I was told not to touch it, but I'll roll perception maybe.
yeah, give me perception. That'll work.
All right, I'm gonna use a hero point because that was a 2. Much better. A 2 would have made me cry. That's a 35.
35. So you see a man, definitely a masculine form, in his maybe late 30s, give or take, maybe 40s, wearing very old armor with a sword and a shield and a helmet. Emblazoned on their being is a very old holy symbol of Azamat. And as you continue looking, you start to realize you recognize this figure from your dream, from your, I don't want to say mushroom trip, but when you saw
Oh my lord.
the last stand of a valiant warrior staring down the tidal wave that hid Koramat that happened some 30 years ago when Tobit Raphaelis went missing.
So sorry guys that I didn't do this before, but there was a creature behind me. It made me scared.
We're going to make Tobias's daddy issues so much worse.
Also, he said he looks like he's in his 30s. They're the same age.
Also, Bowen's gonna be at the pageant.
Oh,
Who's Bowen?
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know who
His
Bowen is.
wife.
Oh, no. Bowen's on his wife. I
Or
think there might have been some confusion about that. Sorry about that.
but like that's the father to like Tobias. Oh
Yeah.
no, Tobin. Oh, why do my hold on? My headphones are going wild. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I will say Reap Psyche has said, what if Tobit is even worse than Tobias? And I am now terrified to actually pull this man out of the out of his, because what if he's just like more everything. Tobias.
Look,
That I don't think we can handle that.
but best case scenario, we have a Tobias babysitter.
You know, it would be more ironic if Tobias got it from his mom.
Like the dad is just like the nicest, chillest. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna help save the world. Like, absolutely. You know, like, and
I mean,
you know, we.
regardless, so I swim down there. I see this, and I'm like, it all hits me all at once, and I'm like, holy shit, Dragon was right. Because Dragon, you were the first person I heard sort of bring up that this might be Tobit, and so I swim back like frantically, and I'm like,
Oh, it's him. Wait, is he alive?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if he's alive, but it's definitely he's wearing Azamat gear and definitely looks like the guy that I saw fighting in that vision I saw a long time ago.
That's pretty cool.
How are we gonna get him out of there?
Right. Because that rock, we're not supposed to touch it, or at least the last time someone touched it, it was very bad for them, right? And I look over at Chionibus, who probably is just like staring off right now because in real life, Kylie is away from the computer.
Just like sees the rock and is just like having like PTSD.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. We're gonna stick him in your bag of holding.
Oh, the entire rock.
It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Can I roll a religion check?
Sure. For what? What do you want from
For
that?
the rock.
Of the rock itself. Go right
Religion
ahead.
rock.
0 point. No! No.
Okay, D20.
Went down. Where'd you go?
Uh-oh.
I'll roll it again. Got the roll it again. Okay, well that's a 31.
31. So you're using it on the rock. Do you want something specific, or do you want just a bunch of information?
Is this the son of Half?
It is indeed.
Fucking knew it. Okay. All right, so at least we've confirmed that much. Is there any lore I would know about the son of Half?
So the son of Half is a very recent find, as Half has been trying to keep his children quiet for a while. The only person that you know that has any positive interactions with the son of Half is the bear of Halfson, aka Larian Voss, the sea wolf, the undying raider of Svigar.
You know, I mean, if we summoned his mom, if we summoned Bowen to the competition, you think Larian's also gonna show up?
I mean, you can ask. They have been working on their mother-son relationship since season 1.
Oh, we fixed that a while ago. We went on a whole one-shot to fix their relationship, so it's great. But I don't know. I don't want to go back up there and ask because we're already down here. Oh crap. It's not
A
like
new challenger.
right. It's not like we have any way of contacting Larian Voss. And
There's
if
a
this is supposed
scarab.
to be a secret. What?
There's a scarab.
There's a scarab? We could ask Jonavis, hey, Chio, you want to
make
call
it-
your ex?
Oh, that's her ex? Oh, I did not realize that part.
They were never really dating, so no.
Are you
Oh, it was a situation. It was an entanglement. I see.
an entanglement? 5 years on a boat alone together as mercenaries. Yes, nothing happened.
You know we had a whole crew, right?
That doesn't stop anybody. What?
Alona.
It's true.
She read it in one of her books, her fan fiction.
Yes, the Pirate King and the Body Lass. There was a whole crew with them then. In this, in this situation,
All right.
Jonabus is just the body lass.
So this is for Kylie. Kylie, we basically it is Tobit. It looks like it's Tobit. And we don't know what we're doing to get him out of that rock.
Also,
Because it is Hafson.
that's how you need. That's how you need to introduce Jonas. He goes on stage.
Have you met the
The
body
body
lass
lass.
Jonabus?
That body
No,
laugh.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, you would die. I don't know why you would even joke about that. Wes, you might die tonight.
Yeah, Wes might die. Kylie might murder Wes.
Okay. Well, if we attack this thing, half will come. Half's wrath. Say that 5 times fast. Will come raining down upon us. So,
What if we touched it with Arbod's hand?
we don't have it.
We could go get it.
You turned it into a weapon. No, we can't.
I'm just saying, like, then we could blame it on him and God would be angry. Never mind. Fine.
All right. What if we make a deal?
With?
Jonabus, I know you love deals. Half. And we implore him to let us excavate his son, or somehow remove this man from his son, for he has been entombed.
TJ, I'm gonna roll a religion check for Randy to understand what half son means because I feel like I am missing some context here.
Absolutely.
Dragon is just sitting there thinking, like, if I launched a fireball at this thing, would it kill him?
28 on that religion.
28. All right, so half is the god of water, the ocean, seas, everything. Half's son is this mysterious blue rock that has been growing primordially for thousands of years. It's just been recently discovered by most of the known world, and Half doesn't like people touching his rocks. His sun. You touch the sun, usually either the sun itself inadvertently dehydrates you to death, or Half just kills you for doing it. Sea gods, they're a little tempestuous. Some people speculate this is where the Blue Rock tribe gets their name from. Also, as you will have undoubtedly heard from Alona and Shonibis, there is a half-elf named Larian Voss, who is the son of Bowen Rioneg, who has a curse put upon him, and people call him the Sea Wolf. He can never die so long as he is on water. The minute he steps on land, he slowly starts to die. He has in his possession a very powerful battle axe made from this blue rock. Feeling that him and the son of Half, both bastards of a cruel parent, they forged a weapon, the Platinum Hammer, and now he has this magical battle axe called Halfson. I think that's all the details.
Okay. Recalling all of that, I look at Alona. I do think maybe you're on to something saying we make a deal because, and this is what I would say to Half. Half is being used by Koromot to destroy the world in a way that he has not agreed to
That's
necessarily.
genius.
That's really smart. Let's do it.
That's great.
Let's
yeah.
go. Lothar, you're talking.
Oh.
A religion check, I guess, to summon Half, or
We-
poke him. Say, hey, hey.
Absolutely. Give me that religion check to summon the attention of Half.
It's another 31.
With a 31.
Keep rolling 10s.
So what do you say? Do you just go, hey? Like what do you do?
Hey, listen.
I'm going to say no. I'm not going to say that. I was going to be like, Half, we got your son. But that was just Sidney just fucking around. No. So Ilona is going to, some floating in water. Send her, send a beam of light from her skull to the astral plane. And it's a flower message that will just lay in Half's palm wherever they may be, and it will open and tell him that the heroes of tomorrow, the ones that are trying to prevent the world from destruction, have discovered your son and a very important man that has become entombed in him. We need to get him out, and we need your attention as soon as possible.
Okay.
Pretty
Ilona,
please.
heart.
Go planet. You see there's a few almost like it's quiet, too quiet moments in the water. All the sea life, the water itself seems to at a standstill. And then all the sea life just flees. And then as it does, the water itself seems to move at you like it's parting, but it's parting underwater. And in a few seconds, emerging from this blast of sea water, you see a man with kind of this like blue-green translucent skin, long wavy hair, carrying in one hand a trident, and in the other hand what looks like the head of some unspeakable monstrosity. And he floats in the water with a glare on his face. Hello? How can I help you? I got your message.
Hello, Mr. Hoff. We are the heroes of tomorrow, and this is your son, and we found him. You might remember my friend Chio, who's met your son before. We don't mean any harm to your son. Rather, we were thinking, we're here in Dragon's Grave. I think you probably know that, right?
I do know where most of the land places are when they touch the water.
Right. And I don't know if you know how us land dwellers sort of view this place historically, because the way we're taught about it is that the water rose up and ended the world, essentially. That's not the best image. And what we've come to learn is that that's not you. You're more benevolent, more kind. I mean, the ocean is a thing in and of itself, but someone is using your image to basically make the world think that the ocean is kind of rough. That's Koromot. And we need the guy who's inside of that rock right there. And we need to get him out so that we can stop Koromot, so that he can stop using your image.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying. Oh,
No way.
no, it's not that 20.
Oh.
But what's my diploma? Okay, 15. Oh, 15. That's a 33.
Is it 33?
Yeah, 33.
Okay.
This is also me putting together all of the things I learned like 2 minutes ago. So please forgive me for not being an expert on all of it.
No. It's solid. You see Half really thinking about it. So much so that he lets go of the head and starts to kind of stretch his brow, and the head starts to with long tentacles coming out of its mouth. It tries to move away, and he grabs the head really fast and goes, Okay. I think I see what the problem is here. You want that man and in my son, yes? The one that's in that crystal.
Yes. And my friends and I were wondering if there's any way we could make a deal with you to get him out.
I will make this deal on one condition. I am not one to waste my time with paltry lies and deceptions. You put this man on dry land. You remove my sons from him. He will be dead. So, if you want what's inside there, you need to find a way around that.
Without killing your son.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make more. If you want what's inside that rock, you need to make sure you are ready to deal with a dead or dying man.
Turns to Alona.
Okay. Understood. We apologize for the harm that will come to your son, even though you said you can make another son. We'll honor you.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you are ready, and when you are ready, I will follow you to the land, and I will do the rest.
Okay. Would I know if my rebuke death would work? Or is this a narrative death?
Question, give me a religion check.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Jesu Pete's. I keep rolling 19s tonight. I don't know why that's the case, but I am eternally grateful. That's a 40.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's a dirty crit. When you came here in that vision, you saw Tobit facing off against Kodamat, right?
Mm-hmm.
From all the stories you've heard, all your research, everything, it tells you that Tobit vanished, Kodamat was killed, and went back to his phylactery in the Soul Well.
Uh-huh.
What you are starting to look at, looking at the body and thinking about your magic and everything the half said, he was killed in the battle, but not fully dead, if that makes sense. Rebuking death might just pull him back from the grave, or stop his full soul from fully slipping from his body.
But it has to be done like immediately, right?
Immediately. And if you don't have magic, you're going to have to do all the CPR and like trauma center stuff post haste.
Good thing I have magic.
Same here.
So
I am 100% here to help.
I know we have healing. You guys have healing magic. I can't really do anything to help. However, on the off chance that it doesn't work, don't you think Tobias should be here?
That takes leaving and coming back. That's a lot of work before this pageant. And Tobias
Look,
doesn't know that we're doing this.
I know, but he would never forgive us if we brought his father up alive and then he died without him getting a chance to see. I don't know. All I'm saying is...
No, that's fair. You're right.
Look, I can go back and get it while you guys make the preparations here.
Are we going to spend like the next little bit, Alona and I, like preparing triage for pulling this body up? Is that what we're going to do while you go and get...
Yeah, we can do
Yes.
that, because if we do that, I think I have a feat or something that I can look at in the meantime to
Yeah.
make sure. I
All
have
right.
so many feats.
Yes, same.
So many.
All I'm saying is that
I also have stabilize. I don't know if that'll do anything.
I mean, it's worth it. If I cast Rebuke Death and you cast Stabilize, then we're pretty much a.
And then I got
virtual
2
hospital.
heals, and then
Cast everything.
I got a lightning bolt if we need some shocks.
Shocking grasp. That's the best time to use it.
Yeah.
So Half told us to go back up. We all have to go back up anyway, and Half said he'd basically spit Tobit out on the sand. So
Right. But we should probably wait until Tobias is on the land until
To
we
do
tell
that?
him.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go now because I
Yeah,
don't
go.
want to be the one to tell the god to wait for us. And he's
Right,
just gonna
right,
start
right.
swimming up immediately. And when he gets to the top, I'm literally gonna cast Spout and launch myself through this stuff.
Chionovis, I wonder if there's anything in the Duat that can be done. Because his spirit is like. So it sounds like he's like on the verge of dying, right?
Mhm.
I'm wondering if there's anything like in that in between realm where his spirit is kind of in his body, out of his body. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
If his religion was not within the Duat, he won't be there.
Got it. I'm still trying to understand how all this death realm stuff works. There's a lot of layers to the death realms.
There's a lot of like different contiguous areas of the land of the dead.
Yeah. Got it.
So, in that case, then it's just Lothier, Shonibus, Ichi, and Half just swimming in the water. Like, oh, so Nadir, she's pretty cool. You guys are together.
Half is just like, yes, my wife and I have been together for 40,000 years. We're still going strong. I love her.
That's so amazing. And
What do I know as having been the god of love between him and his wife?
That is such a good point. Okay, really fast. Wes, give me a diplomacy check as you try to drag Tobias to the standing sea.
Oh
god.
god.
From the perspective of Adaraya, you remember Half and Nadir originally in the astral heavens, in the Astrogenicon, when they were in the Seven Glories, had different forms. Their gender presentations were very different then, and then they came to this world and they found their domains and they shifted and they went, this is
I like
right.
that. That's cool. I love that.
Yeah, and they kind of liked each other there, and they landed. And the story, the kind of creation myth is when the water touched the grass, when like the oceans met the land, they two kind of met and held hands, and they've been married, deeply in love, and just kicking it on like surf and turf for 40,000 years.
I have a 23 on my diplomacy check.
23. Ooh, Tobias
You
looks at
have
you
a
and goes,
you have a hero point from.
oh yeah,
No,
Elanufil gave you a hero point.
You don't
Yeah, Elanufil.
You don't understand. I'm untrained in diplomacy.
oh, wait. Do you have
that's
do you
the
have
high version of
Yeah.
what you can do.
do you have untrained improvisation?
I do,
Oh no.
but I only have a plus 10, so I rolled a 13. I don't want to re-roll and get. So pretty much, he's gonna run up to Tobias. Tobias, you need to come with me right now, and you can't ask questions.
That
Tobias
sounds
goes-
like a
Intimidation
13.
instead.
That is
Yeah.
very much a 13.
Tobias looks at you and he says, firstly, I am coming with you. Secondly, I'm asking a ton of questions, like why and where are we going and what's wrong with you?
Just nothing's wrong with me. He's like soaking wet. Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with anybody else. But if you were ever going to trust me, you've got to trust me right now.
You're speaking very ominously. I don't like this, but I'm going along with it. Don't touch me with your wet clothes hands. I don't want... My clothes are very dry. Don't touch me.
All right. Also, drinks are on me later.
I'm suspicious of this offer, but I'm also gracious for it. Lead the way.
It has nothing to do with your ex. Let's go.
Okay, suspicious waning, and then you go. So yeah, you're able to get Tobias to the most metropolitan land area right by the standing sea, just offside of the pier. Everyone else, what are you doing? Are you breaching? Are you coming back?
I mean, after Alona and I have very thoroughly discussed our plans of triage,
We're on the beach now.
yeah,
Okay.
we just have broken through the surface of this really dense water, and yeah, we're ready.
Okay. All right, so you're on land. Bursting from the water is half, just kind of with a massive leap, lands deathly quiet on the stone city steps of Dragon's Grave. You see they kind of hold up a hand and start to slowly, with great force, curl it into a fist. And as this happens, you see the water start to rumble and tremble. The fishermen start to kind of go, is this an earthquake in the water? What the bloody hell's going on? They're very confused by it. And then suddenly a massive torrent in the shape of a fist comes rising out of the water. In it, in its clutch, is this blue crystal shape.
Mhm.
And as Half brings his hand back down, the water comes over and gently places the crystal on the ground, water pouring everywhere, and then moving almost like cockroaches. When you turn the light on, they just scatter back to the sea, this water. And there's Half standing there, kind of with his hydrokinesis bond with the ocean already done, takes his hydrant or his trident, walks up to the massive blue crystalline figure. You, priestess of Afra, are you ready? All right. You, Brack of my wife, Druid, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Then may Azamat guide your hands. He takes his trident and stabs into the rock. It seems like you six are the only ones that can hear this horrendous scream as he stabs into the stone. No one else seems to even hear it. Stabbing it, you see it start to kind of melt like jelly in the microwave, just crystal by gloop in a puddle and gone. And as this happens, pulls the trident out and slowly starts to walk out to sea. The rest is up to you.
Already ahead of you, buddy.
Stabilize.
So Alona casts Rebuke Death for 15 points of health.
Okay.
I cast Stabilize on half corpse, half human person.
Okay. Stabilize. There was a horrendous, just violent shake in the body as air starts to suck back into the lungs. From there, the Rebuke Death, you start seeing color immediately return to this face, and you start seeing what you now see is this gaunt and chilled figure now has kind of filled in the bones, the color returning to the flesh, the form becoming whole. This body starts just coughing up sea water and gasping for air, and you can see from their eyes they are in a intense panic.
I cast Calm Emotions.
Okay, is there a will on that at all? A will save?
I've never used it. But yes, I think there is.
Okay.
There's
I
Totally.
also cast Soothing Blossoms, soothing away afflictions, persistent pains, and harm.
yes.
Because
Hell
they're
yeah,
just
okay.
spamming. It's like,
Just
live!
Good vibes.
all right. Well, no worries about the DC. He rolled a 2 on trying to resist calm emotions, and I hate to be that guy, but technically this is the second time you cast Soothe Emotions. You did it on a boss fight when they entered a Berserker Rage.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah,
You
totally
also
changed the entire boss fight. By the way,
That's hilarious.
it was awesome. I
He's
was like,
just like,
well,
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember because I was like, here's this like, berserking barbarian orc and their massive griffin mount, and they're both raging, and Alona's like, calm emotions. I'm like, well, there goes the rage. Shit. Okay, there's half the fight gone.
I forgot.
I'm actually not angry anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so level-headed and calm. Thank you.
That was the first boss fight you won through the diplomacy puzzle as opposed to the violence. So like, I got to give you credit for that where credit's due. So yeah, you start pulling all these spells like one by one. It's like dying, nope, stabilize, rebuke death. He's in a panic, he might go into shock. Nope, calm emotions. Spell after spell after spell is being cast upon this man who has been dying in a stasis for 30 years. And eventually, you hear this. Who speaks Origin?
I do.
You hear. I don't know if someone picked it up in the level 10 that they are right now. So, in Origin, you hear this man shout, "Is it done? Is it done?"
Alona takes him by the hand, as in the calmest way she possibly can, and goes, "Yes."
Is the terrible grandson of our powerful father, is he dead? Did I finally stop the cycle? What do you mean, kind of? I lost my family to be here. Where? What's going on?
Fun segue about family, actually.
Wait, do you speak Origin?
Do you speak Origin? Do you speak
Oh, yeah,
Origin?
that's fair. That's fair.
Like, I think we see Alona making that face, though.
And
That.
Dre was just sitting there awkwardly next to Tobias.
You did save everyone. You did save everyone. It's not over, but you did save everyone. You did a really good job, and you're a hero, and we thank you for that. And you really did a really good job. There was just a little bit of a hiccup, and that's okay. Okay? We learn from our mistakes, and we move forward. And they weren't even mistakes that we could have even calculated for. They were just things that happened, and you're okay now, in a way. You're alive. You didn't die.
You see them looking around. In Origin, they continue. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be with the father, and I'm supposed to go home. I'm supposed to go back up. I'm supposed to go and ascend with him when this was over. Where's my wife?
Well, a funny thing about prophecies, sometimes they don't exactly turn out the way that you think that they will, and that's not a bad thing. About your wife, I actually don't know where she is. I'm not privy to that information, but I do know where your son is.
You see, he stops, dead cold, and he goes, "My son."
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'm allowed to see him. I don't know if I should see him.
If you're allowed to see him.
I gave him up. I don't think I'm worthy of facing my son.
Dragon goes
But-
stone cold white. I know, that's true.
It's still an Origin.
But like, he can tell something's wrong going on, and Tobias understands it, right?
Oh gosh, does Tobias speak Origin?
I don't think that's on his character sheet.
I'll actually have to ask the real Tobias what he put on that
Okay,
character sheet for
okay.
language. I'm gonna say for now he at least speaks Common for sure.
Okay.
How What do you mean you gave him up? You asked for your wife.
I was doing what I was supposed to, what I was called to by the eighth cycle, and I saved those who I knew couldn't handle it. The butcher and the other woman. I pulled them out of the cycle. They would not fail. They would not die. And then I met this woman, Marguerite Dominus. I fell in love with her, and I found out she was pregnant with a child. And then the years we spent researching and going through all the processes and everything, and then she gave birth. And I knew that if I was to travel with this son, that he would be in danger. And that's when Margaret and I split. She took my son off to the Platinum Hammer, and I've forsaken them both because I didn't want them to die because of me. And if he's 5, 6, 7 years old, he doesn't deserve a father who forsaken him to protect him. He deserves a real father who was there for him.
Well, a little bit older than 7.
Is he
Listen,
10?
you did what you thought was the right thing. And that's the only decision that you can make. Especially when you're called to something from a god. That's very intimidating and scary. But I just wanted to tell you that our work isn't done. We have a few more things we have to do. And this was a horrible idea. I don't know if you're ready to meet your son just yet, or if he's ready to meet you. But you've been frozen in time for about 30 years, and now he's 30, and he's right over there.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So basically what happened was, when you remember the wave that overtook you, right? You were crystallized, entombed, in water, in a very special water, and we just found you, and decided to save you since you were technically still alive, just entombed for 30 years, and well, Koramat is trying to rise in power once more, and the circle prophecy called on your son to handle it.
You see each stage of failure strike him, regret, remorse, some sort of retrospective, I should have done something different. And in the end, his lamentation is so strong, he just tears at his tunic, just ripping it in such rage. And then, tears welling, he starts to slowly speak in common, so everyone can kind of hear this. And he says, I have failed so bad that this has fallen onto the one person it shouldn't have.
When you put it like that, it sounds a lot worse.
Hearing that, I slowly walk over, and when I go, and I say, but you haven't failed. You're here. The both of you are here. That's something that's not written in any of these books, ever. Prophecy hasn't foreseen what is this moment that we've come to. You overcome something that you shouldn't have. which means there's actually a way that this can be ended. We've already stopped what has been written in those books, if you think about it. The fact that the both of you are here right now.
Tobit nods. He looks around trying to figure out which one is his son. He looks, of course, at Lothier. He looks at Alona. He looks at Shionibis. He looks at Dragon and then kind of pauses for a bit and then just kind of exhaustedly like takes his eyes over.
Jesus.
He looks dead at Tobias. Tobias looks for the first time in his entire mortal life upon the figure of his absentee father back from the dead. Tobias and Tobit reunited for the first time in its entirety. Tobias just looks at Tobit. No. No. You are not my father. No. And if you are, no, I don't want any part of this. I don't know what are you going to, no. I have already been through so much. I don't need this today. There's a pageant. I'm supposed to look at boobs in an hour. This is bullshit. I'm just not. And Tobit just kind of continues. Hi, son. I'm sorry. I wasn't there. Save it. You know what, Dad? Save it. Mom was there, and then she left, and then everyone else in the Platinum Hammer was there, and they stayed. I have a dad. He's a dwarf. He's a lecherous dwarf, and he's kind of fun and kind of cool. So that spot's taken. I don't need you. It's okay. It's okay. And Tobias turns and walks away, and Tobit's just kind of standing there.
Oh. So Dragon sees him walk away and is going to go over and literally yank him back to stare Dragon in the face. Like, Dragon's pissed right now. So Dragon literally goes over and yanks him back to look at him in his face. You serious right now? Tobias? Are you kidding? Your father is alive. You thought he was dead for 30 years. I don't give a shit if you thought he abandoned you. Do you know what I would give for this moment with my father? Do you have any idea? Are you really going to give up on this opportunity right now? To speak to him? To learn about yourself? To learn about him and your mother? Do you have any idea what I would give? Just go.
Tobias, trying so hard to fight back the tears that are grappling with his eyelids. Trying to hold some sense of stoic pride, if we can even call it that. He stares at Tobit, confused, hurt, angry. For clarification, you have let go of his collar?
Yeah, I've let go, and Dragon has walked off and is now just like looking at the ocean, wiping his like tears from his eyes.
Okay. Tobias walks up to Tobit, lip quivering. I recognize you as Tobit Raphaelis. I recognize you as the 8th member of the cycle, 8th cycle, whatever, bullshit. I recognize you as the one that loved my dear mum. I recognize my mum as the one that gave birth to me. You're not my father. My father was a dwarf. A lecherous, funny dwarf. A champion of the Platinum Hammer. I have been chosen for the ninth cycle. I never wanted this. Never asked for this. If we're going to solve this, we're going to solve this as men. I will talk to you later. I'm going to go drink heavily. I'm going to talk to you later. Turns on his heels and he walks away. And because he's in a very bad mood, tears starting to break, everything being challenged and questioned in his soul, he says something very terrible. You're lucky it was just a demon that wore your father's face. And not your actual father. And he walks away past Dragon.
Yeah, that definitely hit a chord with Dragon. He's gonna go tackle Tobias.
No, I'm gonna tackle Dragon. This is not what we need right now. I'm
gonna hold
stopping.
Dragon back too.
Hold him back.
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
stay with the dad.
He's
I
gonna
wanna get
he's
involved.
gonna attempt to pull through because
I mean, yeah,
that
you should.
that
Yeah, no,
100%. He's going to try and pull past both of you.
All right, what
Okay,
do we need
okay.
to roll?
So, let's see here. If I have a mental image, at least more than one person is trying to make a barricade between Dragon and the absolutely emotionally distraught shithead that is Tobias right now. If that's the case, then what I'm going to need Wes. I need you to make an athletics check versus, let's see, it's based on treating it like a bull rush. So that means Randy, he's going to make a athletics check against your fortitude DC. Kylie, are you also barricading this? Okay, so that means you're going to be getting penalties for each person that you successfully break through. If you break through Randy, they're going to be at a -2 against Shionibus.
Okay. Well, the first one is a 39.
It definitely does. I have a 18.
Guess that'd be 28. That's a critical success. You're gonna break through Lothier, no problem. Now we have Shionibus. This is gonna give you a -2 to the athletics check to break past her.
All right. Okay, so that is a 30.
And what is my DC for?
It would be your fortitude bonus plus 10.
It's a 26. You beat past me.
You break past both of them. Is anyone else trying to stop Dragon?
Fine. Yes, I will. I will stop Dragon.
If Alona is the one that stops you, it was meant to be.
Right? Yeah, for real.
When the priestess of the goddess of love and forgiveness and healing and redemption, well, not love, but like healing and redemption and forgiveness stops you, oof.
The problem is I don't know what I can do. I mean, listen, I have command.
Oh, we can do this, but this is technically PvP, so I want to check in with both of you. Cool.
Yeah,
I don't
no, I'm
know how
good.
to do it. Are you sure?
Just know that he's Dragon is in a state right now.
Yeah.
I understand. I
Like-
completely understand.
He, unlike Tobias, obviously not Tobias's fault, but he was very close with his father and never got to say goodbye. And the fact that Tobias just threw the demon wearing his father's face at in it, like that, he's if a Magus could rage, that's where Dragon is right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's multi-classing at the moment.
You have to make a will save against my spell DC.
Okay. Oh my god, really? It's a 36.
Oh my god.
I rolled an 18 on the dice, and my will is 18.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything to you. Wait.
What was your command, out of curiosity?
She's just gonna tell you to stop. Listen, command is one of those where you said 36.
Yeah. I roll
It's
18 on the
not
die. My will is 18.
It's not a crit success, but it is a success. Is there a crit success? No, it's just a success. You're fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't affect you. You are unaffected.
Yeah, you'll just see Dragon like slow down for a moment and then just keep going.
Okay. So the pure rage and the pure determination and the pain is causing you to move through all this, just like all the pain is causing Tobias to lash out as he is wont to do. You catch up to him. What do you do?
I mean, he's gonna tackle him to the dirt and just like pin him there. He's not gonna hit him unless he really like does something dumb. But like Tobias is his friend, but he also just blew past and probably knocked over like Lothier, Chianobus, and Alona, 3 people that he really cares about. He's seeing red at this point. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, he's gonna try and tackle him.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. This will go against his fortitude DC as well for the attempt to grapple and pin.
It's 31.
31. Wait, hold on. I need to check one thing. Is that right? That is right. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Let me see here.
Fumbles. You
Yep.
get nervous.
Yep. Level 9. Level 9 was when his fortitude became master. So that means you beat it by 1 point.
Oh my god.
His fortitude was a wait, hold on.
Wait. Did he level up to level 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At level 10, his fortitude would become. Actually, no. No, I lied. You said it was a 31?
31.
With the level 10, with the increase and the stat boost. You try to tackle him to the ground. You get 2 hands on him. He puts one hand in your face, shoves you back.
Oh, God.
I thought it was a 30. I redid the math.
32?
It's a 32. It was a 1 point swing
Oh,
either
man.
way. You were so close. He grabs you and he throws you back. And now at this point, you see that cocksure facade that flirts so he don't hurt. It's broken. He is a crying, blubbery mess. Tears are rolling down his face. The only other person that has ever seen Tobias cry has been Shionibus back in season 1. And now you are standing about 10 feet apart from the group, looking this man right in his eyes, pink face, bubbling eyes, tears staining his cheeks as he looks at you and he goes, "What do you want, Dragon?"
And there's this intense storm going on within Dragon right now. On one side, he just brought up one of Dragon's most painful memories. And on the other hand, he sees his friend clearly struggling. And as someone who has lashed out at others in anger in his past, Dragon literally bites the inside of his cheek to the point where he starts bleeding. And then he just runs up and he's going to give him a hug. But a hard hug. And just, tells him, "I get it. I know this is hard on you. You are my friend, and I brought you here because I didn't want you to suffer the same fate I did. I never got to say goodbye. And we didn't know if he was going to survive, so I brought you here even though I knew it would cause you pain, and I'm sorry. Look, We all do and say things when we're hurt. And it's going to take me a little bit to get over what you said to me. But I just need you to know that I understand. You're free to do what you want, as always. But take this from someone who knows. Don't let this opportunity slip you by. Because you will always regret it. And he's just going to let him go.
Tobias, at this point, his face is a cocktail of emotion, a lot of it pain. The pain that causes you to cry, the pain that causes you to not want to walk away, but stand and fight all of this hurt. And as he weeps, he starts to kind of brush his eyes, catches his breath, and tries to give himself a quick reset. You know, that nice Adolphon stiff upper lip. He whispers in your ear, I will never stop apologizing for those terrible words that I said to you. If you excuse me. I have to be an asshole somewhere else. Tobias walks past you, walks to everyone else, looks each of you in the eye. You can see from the bleary pinkness of his eyes and his cheeks, he's been crying profusely. He looks his father for the first time in his entire life in the eyes. And he says, Hello, Dad. My name is Tobias Raphaelis, House Raphaelis, Grand Hospitalier of the Platinum Hammer. Now, let's go save the fucking world, all right, Dad? And that is where we're going to end episode 45, season 2, Edge of Legend. I want to say thank you to all my players. I know that was heavy, and it really just kind of came last minute. If you need a decomp afterwards, absolutely, please do. And I want to thank everyone in the audience. Y'all were amazing tonight. But let us say our goodnights and our goodbyes, starting with Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello. I'm tired. Hi. My name is Sidney. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. It's just my name. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm all over the place, and I do post different things to different platforms. So maybe if you check me out in each one, you'll find out what those are. Anyway, when I'm not here with these amazing people, I stream on Q Times, actually with some of these amazing people, with Wes, Randy, and some of our other friends, on a show called Gravehaven, and that streams 7 p.m. because I messed it up and I thought it was 8, but it's 7 p.m. Fridays. I don't know why I kept saying 8. It is 7. And that's a Southern Gothic campaign. So if that sounds really cool and fun and interesting to you, and you like Wes, Randy, and I, and other people, come check it out.
All right. Next up, Randy, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi, I'm emotionally distraught. No, hi, I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at Rolleraja and Hive. That's ROLLERRAJA. Doing a lot of stuff, maybe some stuff. I mean, obviously, Gravehaven with 2 amazing performers here. Maybe some other stuff with some other performers here. Who knows? That may be getting announced at some point. And then other cool things in the pipeline that I can't talk about yet. And Harbingers. But that's coming. The date is still in the air. But that's because it's getting edited right now. And I got to see a cut of those edits. And oh boy. Come check it out. So.
Awesome. Well, next up we got Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi everybody, I am Wes at Wes_IRL on all of the social media fun places, and like Sidney and Randy said, you can find me Fridays on Gravehaven as well, where I play a character with usually more emotional depth than Dragon, but not today. That's it for me.
Ugh. Well, last and never least, Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. I have projects coming up, but I will wait until they are announced to let you all know. That's it. That's all I got.
Awesome. That just leaves me. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ Megaw, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please come find me, confront me, and let's have fun when I'm out here with these amazing legends. Wednesdays, 8 to 11. You can find me here, same net time, same net channel on Monday, next Monday, 8 to 11, as we have the Q&A for Wayward Arcadium. Season 2 is donezo, so if you're curious about what happened in Season 2 of Wayward Arcadium, you can check that out on Goblins and Gays on Spotify or on Nat20 Prods on YouTube. And if you have any burning questions, there's been a link going around. You can add to the list of questions that we're going to have answered, or just come tune in 8 to 11 on Monday and join us for the Q&A. Yeah, there's going to be some awesome things coming down the pike with Queen's Court Games. Not sure when I can talk about that, but also awesome other projects that I've been working on for a while, and I'll give you an announcement on that when I can. So until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and we are going to raid our good friends at Paul Dances. So what should our raid cry be?
I mean, I think you just
Daddy
kind of said
issues?
it. Raid cry.
Raid cry. All right, raid cry it is. So when we get there, we go to Paul Dances, we're going to say hi, raid cry, all the emotions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a terrific night. Bye-bye, everyone. We're going to be raiding in 3, 2, 1.